Question of the day. Your favorite World Cup theme song of all time. Do not forget, you can put it in the comment section below and let us know what you think. But Shopsy, what's your favorite World Cup theme song?
I think mine, it might be a little biased, but it's the South Africa 2010 World Cup. I think it's the African element to it, like just it entered body in a different way that this was. Shakira killed that Waka Waka and all that.
Anyways, I was just wondering, is it just me or like there's traffic now in Lagos? Because it seems now that young kids have gone back to school, they've resumed, and it's like everywhere gridlocked.
Every year for the past, how many years I've been away in Nigeria? During the rainy season, we just can't hack it.
Yeah, and then rain too.
We just cannot hack it. We see rain and we're like, rain, what is this thing falling for the sky? And our whole city scatters. Like, it's there every single year we have this season.
Bruh. But yeah, talking about resumption, club football would resume soon. But in the meantime, while club football took that break, I don't like to mention the word. It's like an abomination. The I word. The I word. Anyways, England at the Nations League has been something interesting to watch. Has been something to talk about, and I'll pose that question to you directly, Shopsy. Has Southgate decisions been a hit or a miss? Especially deciding to go with Harry Maguire and Luke Shaw, who have not played regularly for Manchester United this season, going with them, into the Nations League final games.
I think Southgate's entire tenure and Southgate, just as a football manager for England, is just a miss. Yeah, that's just my general idea.
In its entirety.
If you go into like the nitty-gritty and the details, I think Maguire and Luke Shaw starting are part of his misses in this Nations League capitulation. But there are other issues, and these are issues that have been the case with Southgate his entire time has been on England.
I mean, I'm curious. Are you saying that his entire
time, even whilst I think so he went to a final.
He got to a final,
exactly.
Euro final.
And that's my point. I think those flattered. And because of those reasons, we felt Southgate might be a decent manager, but he's been saved by Harry Kane. The World Cup, it was Harry Kane penalties, and then Maguire scored a few set pieces, and then Sterling had a run of form in the Euros. In both of those tournaments, if you look at their routes to the final, the easier route of the other team that they were up against. So I think it's really flattered Southgate, and I don't think he's the manager that should be ushering, because England have a lot of talent right now. Like, the attacking talent is up there with maybe any generation we've seen of England attacking talent. Like, Jadon Sancho doesn't even make the squad. Like, that's said James Maddison, look what he's doing. He doesn't make the squad. So the quality is there, but when you look at them on the pitch, they can't perform, and you have to look at the manager at that point.
Yeah. And that's something interesting that you pointed out, the omissions from the final two games for the Nations League. What exactly do you make of those omissions? I feel like not taking Sancho along and not using Maddison might have come to bite him in the bum, because now we know that England have not scored from open play in, I think, 3 games now.
I don't think they scored from open play in the 5 games in the group. It's been 3 games with no goal.
With no goals.
And the 1 goal in the 5 group games was a Harry Kane penalty.
So it's just.
So I mean, it's damning. Like, it's the players are all good attacking players. We see them. We see their club form. We see Kane scoring. We see Sterling scoring. We see Sancho playing well for United, and you see Foden doing well. Trent is the best passer in the world when he's with Liverpool, but you can't get a game for England. Then you have to look at the manager. Who else are we going to look at for the manager?
And that's interesting, because we're hearing that Trent is not in the squad to play against Germany tonight. As of the time of filming, we still have a couple hours before the England versus Germany fixture, and we're hearing that Trent Alexander-Arnold will not be playing. But
yeah, I agree with that.
Harry Maguire and John Stones will partner in centre back.
I think Harry Maguire should not be starting for England. He shouldn't be starting for anybody currently. His confidence is short. His abilities are not what they used to be. So he shouldn't be starting. I think Southgate, it came to a point where he had to make a decision, because he kept carrying 4 right backs everywhere because he was scared of the backline. He's scared of what Liverpool fans will say. He's scared of what Chelsea fans will say. He thinks Kyle Walker must go. He likes Trippier personally. So he's just been taking all 4 of them tournaments. I think it comes to a point where he has to make a decision. And why do you need 4 right backs at the tournament? You don't.
Yeah, that's interesting. But that gives us a wonderful segue into The World Cup, looking forward, it's less than 80 days now.
That's
less
crazy.
than 80 days to go to the kickoff of Qatar 2022. And which teams are you looking forward to seeing? And which teams do you expect to, just wow the audience in?
So the teams I want to perform is my South American guys. So Brazil and Argentina I would really, really like a World Cup for Messi or Neymar. I feel like both their different stories need a World Cup for different reasons. Argentina haven't lost in like 34 matches. Brazil have like the best attack in football now. Like the talent is crazy, the flair. So yeah, this looks like one of the best Brazilian sides we've seen in a while.
Yeah.
When it comes to the European teams, like I guess over the last few World Cups, European football has just left all the other leagues, and that's why they dominate these tournaments. So the winner probably will come from Europe.
From Europe, yeah.
And but the thing is, France aren't really strong right now. Germany aren't that strong. Spain is a young team. So this World Cup, I feel like with the circumstances, it's in Qatar, so things are going to be different, and we could have a surprise here.
Yeah, definitely. But in my opinion, I mentioned I have three countries here. I'd say Portugal, one, because
They have a crazy squad.
they have not just a crazy squad, but they have amazing depth. I'm sure we'll be able to put up some graphics on the screen. They have no less than 4 good starting 11s that will play any club, any world side, at World Cup stage. So, but of course, they won't be able to take all 44 of them, or how many would that be? But
They definitely get a great 26 out of that.
They have a
And like
very,
as I was
very
saying,
good
Messi and Neymar showing you that Cristiano Ronaldo is going to win this World Cup
Do you
just as much, if
get?
more than anybody else
Do you
in football, especially after this Manchester United time. He's been doubted. Ronaldo is coming to this World Cup upset.
Of course. So that's one thing that I would really like to look out for. But of course, do not forget they have a very, very difficult group in Group H. They have Ghana in the group. They also have Uruguay in their group and South Korea. That's definitely one of the toughest groups.
That's definitely, if not the toughest group, like the talent in that group. So that's Son, and we have the Ghanaian
We have Son,
boys.
we have the Uruguay people, the Ghanaian boys, Kudus and Co that are doing
Speaking
wonders.
of Ghanaian boys, Inaki Williams got his debut actually. So his
Yes.
first appearance. That's exciting to see how this new guy. I think we touched on this a few episodes back. The players that have been making that
moving
transition.
back,
And
so, yeah.
It's going to be really exciting to see if Ghana can go far. And Ghana versus Uruguay is one of the biggest
Always
games of the
one of the-
tournament.
yeah,
As
exactly.
in, given what happened with the Suarez incident that year, it's going to be crazy.
Yeah, and the other two teams that I'll be looking out for in this edition of the World Cup are Denmark and Brazil. As for Denmark, I feel like they've had a very, very good run in this UEFA Nations League. And of course, this UEFA Nations League is probably European teams' best preparation for the World Cup. And they've done really well. Lots of really good players coming out for them. And Christian Eriksen, who looks like he wants to do it again.
Yeah, Eriksen is Eriksen
in a big
again.
tournament.
He's put everything that happened behind him, and he's just a top player, one of the best attacking midfielders in world football.
Yeah, and they have a group that's set up nicely for them. They have France, they have Australia, and they have Tunisia. If France comes up,
They should get out of that group.
In the group, I feel like Denmark would be the second.
Yeah,
team to
Denmark
come
should definitely look at our group and say, yeah, we have to get out of that group. And I
Yeah.
think they can do it. They look,
Yeah,
they look
it looks
really
like
good.
it. It looks like it. And of course, in Group G, Brazil, Serbia, Switzerland, and Cameroon.
Denmark, did they just beat Portugal yesterday?
Oh, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
Denmark are looking good.
Yeah.
What's Kasper Dolberg is balling out. He got a good goal. They're definitely dark horses for this tournament.
Yeah, no, they didn't beat Portugal. It wasn't Portugal.
No, it was France. They beat France
it was
yesterday.
France. Yeah, Denmark beat France, not
Yeah.
Portugal. You said Portugal.
Yeah, Denmark beat France last
But
night.
yeah, that's a blooper. So, Denmark beat Portugal. And yes, moving on from that one, but still on the issue of World Cup, that brings me to the question of the day. First off, for you, our fans, which World Cup theme song is your favorite of all time? Question of the day. Your favorite World Cup theme song of all time. Do not forget, you can put it in the comment sections below and let us know what you think. But Shopsy, what's your favorite World Cup theme song?
I think
of all time?
mine, it might be a little biased, but it's the South Africa 2010 World Cup. I think it's the African element to it. Just it entered body in a different way that this one's Shakira killed that Waka Waka and all that.
Yeah. My personal favorite is Kenan's waving flag. When I get older,
That's another
I will
banger.
be stronger.
That's another banger.
That was a banger. That
So
was,
yeah,
that
as
was
you
a
said,
banger.
Lil Baby is on this one. I find that
Oh
so interesting.
yes, this year's edition has Lil Baby.
That's
on
so strange to me.
it.
Like, I guess hip hop culture is actually
Bruh.
taking over the world. Like,
It's titled Tears for Fears. I don't know how you feel
Has
about
it
it. Let
dropped?
us know. I do not know if it has dropped yet, but well, I've heard a snippet of it.
Yeah, Lil Baby, that's one of my favorite rappers at the moment. So it's just not. It's not exactly the fit I would think for a World Cup. Because a
Right.
World Cup, like people from all around the world are going to listen to it. Like
get.
people really want to listen to the baby rapping. but
And do
maybe
not forget, FIFA has made an intentional push into the American market, so that's something that you might want to, you might say.
So it's intentional,
was a deciding
like, strategic.
factor. Yeah, definitely. But to wrap things up, in other news, we had, in other news, but still on music, we had Jose Mourinho, the special one, featured in Stormzy's comeback song. Mel made me do it. That's the title. It was an amazing video.
I'm happy to see Jose back. And we mentioned last time when you mentioned his red card, like I'm happy to see Jose being Jose again,
He's back in
being
the
happy.
news.
And yeah, so exciting to see him in the Stormzy video. Like we're saying, hip hop culture and rap culture is taking over everything. And like, who would have, in what world would Sir Alex Ferguson have been in a DMX video 20 years ago? Like, that's not going to happen. But here we are now, the greatest manager, arguably the greatest active manager is in a rap video.
Right, and that's interesting to see. But yeah, you should check that one out. Amazing music video. But to wrap things up, we're hearing that Thomas Tuchel is on Bayern Munich's radar to take over from Julian Nagelsmann. We're hearing that they want to sack him and hire Tuchel. Do you think that's a good move?
I think Tuchel is a good manager and he would fit at Bayern Munich. He's a good manager, he can command respect, he's won big things, he's won Champions League. But I also do like Nagelsmann. I feel like it might be a little too soon to sack Nagelsmann. I'll give him more time. He's one of the best young managers in the world, and if he's on the market, I don't think he'll be on the market that much longer because he's actually a top quality manager. But yeah, it's not working out for him at Bayern at the moment. And I think sometimes it's hard for these younger managers when they're put into roles into like a big club where they have to have players that have enough life.
You need that growth. You need
exactly.
that
And if you haven't he hasn't won much before. Yeah, it was at Leipzig and he looked good, but these players like Thomas Muller knows I'm 10 times bigger than you in football.
He was thrown into the
he's in the deep end right now. It looks like he doesn't want to swim, man.
Yeah. Is he going to sink or swim? We're definitely going to look out for that one.
Let us know.
Of course, let us know if you think he will sink or swim. And that's definitely a good place to put a pin on it. We're going to be, wrapping up here. We'll see you guys in the next one.
Remember our sponsors.
Of course now. You know how it goes. Bet Winner Nigeria, our sponsors. You can bet on the Germany versus England game tonight on Bet Winner Nigeria. They have really interesting odds on there. Do not forget to check it out. Also, do not forget there's amazing odds and amazing special offers for you. Thursday specials, birthday specials, amazing accumulators, and instant cash out on Bet Winner Nigeria. Anything else?
I guess that's it. We'll catch you guys next time. Hopefully Premier League's back then.
Yeah, definitely.
Peace.
Peace.